Amritendu Anil. We know about a lot of diseases. It can be infectious as well as non-infectious diseases. Today we are going to discuss about a common area. As we all know, it is a very dangerous disease. It is spread by protozoan, that is Plasmodium. Plasmodium are mainly of three kinds: Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium falciparum, in which the Plasmodium falciparum spreads the most dangerous malaria. The malarial parasite requires two hosts to complete its life cycle. They are human and mosquito. Now we can watch a small video to get into the concept. The life cycle of malaria. First we are taking the human host. We can see a female Anopheles mosquito. It is biting to the body of a human being. Now the Plasmodium, that is the malarian parasite, is already injected into the body of this human. See, it is already affected into the blood cells. Directly it is moving into the liver cells. That circled one is the Plasmodium. Now it is attacking the cells. We can see a green color, that is the infected cells. We can see the blood cells, and once this Plasmodium affects the blood cell, we can see the rupturing of RBC. It is damaged, and this ruptured RBCs produce a chemical, that is the hemosone. Now we can deal about the mosquito host. Once a mosquito bites an infected person, this Plasmodium re-enters into this mosquito's body. From human body, the Plasmodium enters to the mosquito's body as gametophyte. We can see the formation of Plasmodium there, the development of Plasmodium. Now this is traveling into the salivary glands. This is how the mosquito acts as a vector. Here we can study about malaria in brief. This image shows the life cycle of malaria, and this is Malaria falciparum. Malaria is a mosquito-borne disease that affects humans and other animals. It is spread by the female Anopheles mosquito. It is caused by Plasmodium. There are three types of Plasmodium: Plasmodium malaria, Plasmodium vivax and Plasmodium falciparum. About Plasmodium falciparum. Malaria falciparum is a unicellular protozoan parasite and the deadliest species of Plasmodium that causes malaria in humans. The parasite is transmitted through the bites of female Anopheles mosquito. A German physician, Johann Friedrich Meckel, must have been the first to see P. falciparum, but without knowing what it was. In 1847, he reported the presence of black pigment granules from the blood and spleen of a patient who died of malaria. This is the image of Malaria falciparum. Life cycle of Plasmodium. It requires two hosts, mosquito and human. Plasmodium enters to the body as sporocytes through female Anopheles mosquito. Parasites multiply within the liver cell and attack the RBC. This will result in rupture. ruptured blood cell produce a toxin called hemozoin, which is responsible for chill and shivering as well as high fever for 3 to 4 days. When a female Anopheles mosquito bites an infected person, these parasites will enter to the body of mosquito. They will fertilize and multiply in the stomach wall of mosquito. The sporozoites are now stored in the salivary glands of mosquito. When these mosquito bite another person, sporozoites enter into the body and cause symptoms of the disease. Now we can look on the major symptoms. A malaria infection is generally characterized by the following signs and symptoms: fever, chill, headache, nausea and vomiting, muscle pain and fatigue. Other signs and symptoms may include sweating, chest or abdominal pain, cough. Some people who have malaria experience cycles of malaria attacks. An attack usually starts with shivering and chill, followed by high fever, followed by sweating and a return to normal temperature. Malaria signs and symptoms typically begin with a few weeks after being bitten by an infected mosquito. However, some types of malaria parasites can lie dormant in your body for up to a year. Hope you all understood the concept of how a malaria is transmitting from one person to another as well as its modes of spreading. Thank you for watching my video. Have a nice day.